This year's winner is Lauren Antonelli, who will now read her essay. Lauren?
My essay is entitled, "With Liberty and Justice for All." One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, says the school before we sit down for the daily announcements. I don't usually think of these words as I say them. I just recite them. As I think of them now, these are more than just words. They are a promise that has been kept since July 4th, 1776, when the Declaration of Independence was signed. Memorial Day is one of our many ways of giving thanks to those who kept the promise. It is a day we remember those who died to protect our country. It is a day where we think of how lucky we are to live in such a safe place. It is a day where we come together and shine light upon the blessing of freedom. There is a price we pay for freedom, for it is not truly free, but rather paid by the contributions of veterans to buy our liberty, writes Ashley Pershin in her poem, "Freedom is Not Free." Some of our servicemen and women pay the ultimate price for us. For strangers, they give up their families, their friends, their homes, their possessions, and their lives. For strangers, they go to a foreign land and fight. For strangers, they choose to leave the life that they know and face the terrifying unknown. I think that is the most brave and selfless thing that a person could do. When my class went to Arlington National Cemetery this April, I was awestruck. Before my eyes, there is a sea of tombstones that belong to so many who died for this country. I don't know them personally, but I couldn't help but feel a connection with each and every person buried there, because I know that they died for me, for my family, for my friends, for my community, for my state, and for my country. And as an American citizen, I can't begin to explain how much that means to me. This is why, on one mere day a year, America comes together to remember them. And they deserve every minute of that day, because without them, we wouldn't live as one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Courage is what preserves our liberty, safety, life, and our homes, and parents, our country, and children. Courage comprises all things, Plattus once said. Without courage, we would not have safety. Americans have so much courage because this country is one of the safest countries in the world. We can walk down the streets without fear of attack. This is something that people in many countries cannot do. We don't even have to worry about being unsafe because our wonderful country has taken so many precautions to make it safe. When you look around a city, you see security cameras, people being checked before they go into important buildings, police officers, firefighters, and hospitals, all there to keep us safe. And on Memorial Day, we remember how lucky we are to live in such a safe country. Because without safety, we could not live as one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Freedom is the oxygen of the soul, states Moshe Dayan. Without freedom, our souls cannot live. We live in a country where this statement is true. We believe that freedom is an essential part of life. On Memorial Day, we celebrate the freedom that we are all guaranteed. In America, we can be who we want to be, change what we want to change, live the way we want to live, believe in what we want to believe in, and do anything that we want to do. No one can tell us that we can't. I believe that we are so lucky and blessed to be given this right. So many of us take this for granted, but none can imagine life without it. Can you? Can you picture yourself without the freedom to practice your religion? Can you picture yourself without any say in how the country is run? Can you picture yourself being told how many children you're allowed to have? Can you picture yourself unable to choose the way you live your life? Memorial Day is a day where we think of how lucky we are to be given this freedom that we could not live without. Because without freedom, we could not live as one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Memorial Day is a special day of remembrance that comes once a year. It is remembrance of those who gave their lives for us and our country. Remembrance for the safety that we have as American citizens. And remembrance that we live in a place that we are guaranteed freedom. So please, this Memorial Day, take a moment and remember. Because we truly are the luckiest people in the world to be able to live as one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.